Hi everyone, in this video we are going to study chromatic polynomial. In previous videos we were studying how to color a graph properly, and we have studied what is independent set and we have studied what is clique. So chromatic polynomial. Now we are going to study what is chromatic polynomial. Consider a graph. I'll consider a graph. Consider any graph G. It is having 5 vertices. Suppose if I have 6 colors, say green, blue, black, red, grey, yellow. I am having 6 colors. This is one of the graph. I can color this graph properly by using any 5 of these colors, right? I'll assign A as green, blue, black, red, grey. This is one of the way to color the graph properly. Or I can color blue, black, red, grey, yellow. That is another way. So I can choose any 5 of this color and I can color the graph properly. Or I can choose blue here. These two are adjacent, so I'll choose some other colors, red and black. This is not adjacent to A, so again I'll use blue here. Except blue and yellow, I can choose any other color from this. So in such a way, we can color this graph in many ways, right? We can color a graph using given number of colors in many ways. So a graph G with n vertices can be properly colored in many ways using sufficiently large number of colors. This property is expressed by means of a polynomial. See, this graph can be represented properly using many colors in many ways. It can be expressed using a polynomial which is known as chromatic polynomial. And this chromatic polynomial is denoted by Pn of lambda. What is this Pn of lambda denotes? N is number of colors which you have. It may be any number of colors. N is vertices. Total number of vertices in a graph G. And P denote polynomial. So chromatic polynomial means it's an expression which gives us in how many ways we can color a graph properly using given number of colors. Now consider Ci. What is Ci means? Using Ci in different ways we can color a graph by exactly I number of colors. See, we are having lambda number of colors. Out of lambda number of colors, we are choosing I number of colors. And Ci gives the different ways of properly coloring the graph using exactly I number of colors. And it is denoted by lambda I or lambda Ci. See, what is the formula for NCR? N factorial by R factorial into N minus R factorial. This we are denoting it with lambda I. Lambda I means lambda Ci. So what is lambda Ci formula? Lambda factorial by I factorial into lambda minus I factorial. So this Ci gives us in how many ways we can color a graph properly using exactly I number of colors. And obviously I is a positive number and it may or it may be equal to lambda or it will be less than lambda. Also, using I we can color this graph properly, means it should be equal to 1 to n. I may be equal to 1 or 2 or 3 or maximum n, and it may not be greater than n. Now we will find what is our polynomial, chromatic polynomial Pn of lambda. So this is given by, we are having maybe maximum we can have n number of colors because it is having n number of vertices. Ci lambda I. It means it is nothing but C1 lambda 1 plus C2 lambda 2 etc. till Cn lambda n. So consider what is lambda 1. Lambda C1 is lambda factorial by 1 factorial lambda minus 1 factorial. Lambda factorial can be written as lambda into lambda minus 1 factorial. So lambda minus 1 factorial will get cancelled. We will get lambda by 1 factorial. So similarly, if we find all these values, we will get chromatic polynomial as C1 lambda by 1 factorial plus C2 lambda into lambda minus 1 by 2 factorial etc. Lambda n into lambda minus 1 etc. lambda minus. See, if it is 2 factorial, it is less than 1. So if it is n factorial, it should be 1 less than that. Therefore, lambda minus n minus 1 by n factorial. Now we have to find C1, C2 etc. Cn separately. So we have to find C1, C2 etc. Cn values. C1 means 1. 1 means it is having only one color. Using one color, we can properly color your vertices if it is having only the vertices and without edges. Suppose if a graph is having a single edge. So if your graph is having single edge, these two vertices will be adjacent to each other. Obviously, here we should have one color and here it should be some other color. So minimum it requires two colors. So if your graph is having a single edge also, in those cases C1 is 0 because using one color we cannot color the graph properly. Similarly, Cn means n number of colors. N number of colors and maximum vertices is n. So for example, if I consider n as 3. This is one of the example. So if this is my first vertex and I am having green color, red color and blue color. So I can choose green or red or blue. So I can choose green, I can choose red, I can choose blue in any ways. So in three ways I can draw the colors. So if I choose, here I am having three options to choose color for a vertex. If I have chosen green here, my left out colors are red and blue. So for second vertex, either I have to choose red or blue. Either I have to choose red or blue. So in two ways I can color the second vertex red or blue. If I chosen red here, only left out color is blue. Obviously I have to choose blue here, no other option. Therefore it is 1. So in how many ways I can color this graph? 3 into 2 into 1, it means 3 factorial. So if the graph is having n vertices, then Cn will be n factorial. So now we are going to find a chromatic polynomial for one graph. So consider a graph V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. For this graph G, we are going to find chromatic polynomial. So here we are having 5 vertices. So what is our polynomial? It should be P n lambda. We are having lambda number of colors 5. So formula for P5 of lambda is summation of I is equal to 1 to 5 because we are having only 5 vertices here. Ci of lambda I. So what is the formula for this? C1 n C1. What is nC1? Lambda by 1 factorial plus C2 lambda 2. What is the formula for lambda 2? Lambda into lambda minus 1 by 2 factorial. C3 lambda into lambda minus 1 into lambda minus 2 by 3 factorial. Similarly, C4 lambda minus 1, lambda minus 2, lambda minus 3 by 4 factorial. Last one, C5 lambda minus 1, lambda minus 2, lambda minus 3 and lambda minus 4 by 5 factorial. Now we have to find C1, C2, C3, C4 and C5. Then we will get the polynomial P5 of lambda for the given graph. In this graph, we are having edges. I already told if edges are there, using one color, we cannot color the graphs properly. Therefore, C1 is 0. Using one color, we cannot color the graph properly. Therefore, C1 is 0. Whenever we have triangle, obviously here also we cannot color the graph properly using two colors. If I choose one color here, second color here, obviously this should be some other color because this V3 is adjacent to V1 and V2. Using two colors, we cannot color the graph or triangle properly. Therefore, C2 is also 0. Now, we have to find C3, C4 and C5. C5 is, already we have seen, C5 is 5 factorial itself. Now, we have to find C3 and C4. Now, to find C3, we are having 3 colors. We have to check whether this graph can be colored properly using 3 color or not. So, we are having 3 colors. These 3 colors, now we are having 3 colors. These 3 colors can be assigned to vertex V1, V2, V3 in any number of ways. Correct? Here I can choose first color, second color, third color, or here also I can choose first color, second color, third color, or here I can choose first color, second color, third color. So, when we choose the colors here I can choose first color or second color or third color. Here I am having 3 options. When we choose the colors, here I am having 3 options. When I choose first color here, it should be other than those color, right? When I choose the color, this should be other than that color. So suppose if I choose blue, this color should be other than blue, right? So here I am having 2 options, here I am having 1 option as I explained earlier. So 3 factorial number of ways we can color this one triangle, correct? See here, if I choose red and blue, obviously this should not be red and blue. The number of possibilities are decreasing for V4, right? We are assigning colors for V1, V2, V3. So if we assign colors for V1, V2, V3, we can assign in 3 factorial ways, that is 6 ways. Once we assign the colors, here we cannot have options other than V1 and V2 color, only we have to choose for V4, correct? Same way, since this is adjacent to V4, we cannot choose this color, we cannot choose this color. V4 is adjacent to V1 and V3. So, whatever color we have chosen for V2, same color we will give for V4. Similarly, V4 is adjacent to V5, V1 is adjacent to V5. So, obviously, whatever color we have chosen for V3, same color we will choose in for V5. We don't have any other options, right? Therefore, C3 is 6 number of ways. Because this 2 does not have any options, since already we have chosen 6 number of ways there, this colors will fix automatically. Therefore, C3 is 6. Now, we have to consider or we have to find C4. Now, we are having 4 colors. So, using 4 colors, we can color this vertices V1, V2, V4. So, for V1, we are having 4 options. For V2, we are having 3 options. For V3, we are having 2 options. Correct? Therefore, this is 4 factorial. And if we choose first color, second color, third color here, for V4, either we can choose fourth color or we can use V2 color also. Correct? V1, V2, V2, V3. We are choosing, now we are having 4 colors. Using 4 color, out of 4 color, we are choosing some 3 colors here. So, using 3 colors, we are left out with 4th color. That 4th color we can apply to V4 or we can apply same color as in V2 to V4. It means it is having 2 options. When this second color or this color is chosen, it is having 2 options and 5th vertices have no additional options. Right? Because 4th color if we choose, these 2 are adjacent. Whatever color we have chosen here or other than these 2 colors, we can apply for V5. Correct? Therefore, C4 is 2 factorial. 2 factorial is 4 into 3 into 2, which is 24. And for V4, we are having 2 options. Whatever V4 color we have chosen here, other than that, we have to choose for V5. So, in 2 ways, we can color this graph remaining. So, into 2. So, in 48 ways, we can color the graph G when we are having 4 colors. And C5 is 5 factorial. Now, we are going to substitute C2, C3, C4 in Pn of lambda. So, what is our Pn of lambda? Pn of lambda is same as P5 of lambda. P5 of lambda, C1 is 0, C2 is 0, C3 is 6 or 3 factorial lambda, lambda minus 1, lambda minus 2 by 3 factorial. C4 is 4 factorial into 2. Lambda, lambda minus 1, lambda minus 2, lambda minus 3 by 4 factorial. C5 is 5 factorial. Lambda, lambda minus 1, lambda minus 2, lambda minus 3, lambda minus 4 by 4 factorial. Sorry, 5 factorial. Now, if we multiply all the terms, we will get a polynomial. Correct? When we expand it, finally we will get, see, I will take lambda, lambda minus 1, lambda minus 2 common. If I simplify the remaining terms, I will get lambda square minus 5 lambda plus 7. So, chromatic polynomial for the given graph G is this. Also, the presence of this lambda minus 1 and lambda minus 2 indicates the graph requires at least 3 colors. Because if we choose one color, 1 minus 1 will be 0, 2 minus 2 is also 0. So, when we have these terms, it indicates that the graph requires minimum 3 colors to color the graph properly.